got time, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz.
What?
Nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz?
Hey.
I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me. I don't fuck with you, cuz. You disrespecting me.
I go hard, cuz. Hey, you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Happy Thursday. And make sure my screens are up and running. Okay. I see y'all. Hope everybody's doing good today. All right. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, honey. It's one of them days. It's a lot of stuff to get into. I'm glad you guys are doing good today. Thank y'all for coming through. So, thank y'all for the flowers. I appreciate y'all. So yeah. Let me make this clear because people keep saying, I thought you changed your theme song. I literally have 4 different theme songs on this channel. I have a theme song for just regular YouTube videos. I got a theme song for the green room. I got a theme song for the podcast. And this is just my live stream theme song. And this is by Reese Beats. This is Reese Beats' song off of a viral clip. That's why I like it. I'm a fan of Reese Beats and the people that he works with. So, yes, for all y'all wondering, like, how come the song keeps changing? That's because you're on a live stream, not a regular YouTube video, okay? So anyways, y'all, I got a super chat, okay? The Ultimate Danielle sent $20, caught the live from the beginning. Hey, I know that's right, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat, love. So it's a lot to get into, child. What do I want to talk about first? I think I really want to hit on the whole DJ Envy, Gia Casey, aka DJ Smith and Gia Smith controversy, child. When I tell you DJ Envy and his wife were getting drugged on social media a little bit, on Twitter a little bit, but I also noticed this conversation brought out a lot of pick-me's and a lot of weirdos who obviously don't know how to please women in the bedroom, because I had to check a few of y'all who were coming at me sideways, okay? Now, let me say this, okay? Gia and DJ Envy, okay? Nobody at all. Here comes Gia, here comes DJ Envy. He never made me orgasm in 10 years. DJ Envy was like, well, I thought I had a big old leg, and I thought my big old leg did everything. I had no idea she wasn't orgasming because I heard her orgasm. As if somebody going, means that their orgasm is. Like, child, okay. So, we have to break this shit down, okay? So I was like, one, I feel like these celebrities, they tell too much of their business. And then when they get backlash or when people have an opinion, then everybody wants to get sensitive. So let me play y'all the clip of what they said on the Shade Room. You know, the Shade Room is messy, honey. They're only going to play a clip. Of course, they're not going to play the full thing, you know. They're just going to play a clip. So let me get this ready for y'all so y'all can watch this. And we're going to talk about it. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, child. Okay. Shout out to all the women who like a good old orgasm. Okay. Can I get a teacup in the house? I feel bad for the ones who ain't never had it. That ain't my issue. Shout out to my good sisters who done had it, who got a good man that they're mentally, spiritually connected with, who's willing to put in work. Okay. Because that's how you get the big O. It's a two-way street, okay? So I can't relate, and you can't get mad because I can't relate. Because there was some females and they feelings. Bitch, that's not my life story. So now, let me go ahead and play y'all this video. Y'all know I'm a mess, honey. Let me go ahead and play y'all this video. Give me just a second here. This is them talking on the Shade Room.
So yesterday we did an interview with the Shade Room, and the Shade Room, of course, only posted a part of the interview, and this is the part that they posted.
Of course, I'm sure so many women can relate. Like, you want to reward that man for that work, and the only reward that you have to offer is an orgasm. But even if I didn't feel it, I would still be performative. So yes, I was faking it.
We got into like a argument, and then she was like, well, you know, I don't be having an orgasm. And I was like, what? She was like, I don't. I'm like, no, yes, you do. I hear it. Like, and then she's like, no, I'm faking it. I'm like, every time? And she was like, yeah. And then that just crushed me because I thought I was putting in work. Like, I'm sitting there thinking I'm, you know, Big Daddy Long Leg.
Big Daddy Long Leg.
I thought I was Mandingo.
Even if you are Big Daddy Long Leg, that don't mean that you're doing it right. Okay.
All right. So let's open up the phone line.
You ain't working that middle just because you Big Daddy Long Leg. You gotta know what you're doing down there.
You better let them know, Charlamagne. agree with Charlemagne in years. He thought because he had a third leg and that bitch was swinging, he was putting in work. Shit. Okay? Now, trust me, we all like a big peen, but if you don't know what to do with it, it don't matter. Now, let me say this. And this is not the girl who wrote the statistics on my Instagram page, because I was, commenting with you and you were writing statistics that I didn't know. But let me keep this real. I don't go around Googling stuff about, the percentage of women that don't have orgasms. Do women have I don't give a shit. I know what the hell goes on in my bedroom. I don't Google who, what small percentage of the population, 35% have never came. I don't Google that stuff. I don't care, right? I mean, if that was my issue, maybe I would Google it, but that's not my issue. And y'all can't get mad because that ain't my issue. Okay, don't be mad at me. Be mad at your damn partner, okay? So, she had wrote that statistic, and I was very shocked. I was like, damn, I didn't know. And then there was another guy who wrote, he said one time, he faked an orgasm. I said, a man faking an orgasm? He said the coochie was trash, said it was as wide as a hallway, no walls, and he just like, and then ran out the house, I guess. I don't know, chat. I'm just reading the comments, okay? Read the comments. So I guess, some men have been known to fake it too. I don't know. That's weird. I've never heard of that. So, again, if there's children in the room, this is not for children's ears. You might want to, turn down the radio, watch this after. I know it's kind of early in the day, but this is not a child's stream. Okay, it's adults only. So again, because I had left a comment like, this to me doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you go 10 years without an orgasm and you are too scared to say anything? I mean, to me, it looks like you're in it for the money. You get what I'm saying? So of course you had the capers, the Cape Crusaders came running. That's wrong. She's been with them since she was 15. Okay, first and foremost, I never one time said that a 15-year-old should be gushing like a waterfall. Most people do not experience the big O until they're about 20 and up, because teenagers don't know what they don't know. If you was, experiencing the big O at 15, God bless you. I wouldn't, So nobody's talking about 15, 16-year-olds, weirdos. We're talking about as an adult. So you're with somebody from the time you're 15, 10 years later, you're 25. Okay, so at what time are you going to speak up? It's very funny that people are so quick to say, well, he was young, they were young, but somehow that, them being young does not excuse the fact that he cheated on her. Did y'all use that when he was creeping with Erica Mena? That's been the girl that's held you down since junior high school, and you're creeping with other, with love and hip hop chicks? Somehow, the age and how long they've been together doesn't matter, but when it comes to the big O, there was all these excuses. So I found that very, very interesting. Y'all know I'm going to go there. I don't give a shit. Okay. So I found that very, very interesting. To me, I see what she's saying, right? When you're young like that, you might be scared to have a conversation. I can get that. But at what point in time do you open your mouth? Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to know what it is to have labor pains. And I don't know when she had her first child, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to know what it feels like to have labor pains, but never had the big O. Me personally. And this is a generation, okay? Y'all are so vulgar. Y'all run y'all mouth all day on social media. I got a what? You got to eat my booty. Eat the booty like groceries. I need a big old eggplant. Y'all are the most overly sexual people on social media, child. That's how I know a lot of that shit is cat. A lot of that stuff is cat. Because y'all be talking so much stuff about WAP and tightness, and I'm Suki with the good coochie. And then here come all the tattoo tears of women talking about all of a sudden, well, I've never orgasmed. I see where G is coming from. And so when I'm like, well, I don't get, because this is new. Like, I've never heard of this. I don't know this world. So y'all can't get mad at me because that's never been my experience. Like, how y'all mad? Not all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all. And then I even saw where someone were like, well, my man, me and my man, shit. He makes sure I'm good. I make sure he's good. We have a very healthy sexual relationship. People was cussing out them people. So what? Everybody's relationship ain't like that. Hold on, bitter Betty. Don't get mad at that sister because her man is looking out for her and making sure she's good in the bedroom. And then I had a guy come to me and leave this stupid comment. T, it sounds like you're only with men to get orgasms. Bitch, what? Well, y'all would never say that to a man. Imagine a man talking about sex and people being like, it seems like you're only having sex with women to come and have an orgasm. Duh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sex is for what? It should be pleasurable and it's to have kids. That's the whole point of sex. I done had my two, okay? So no, I'm not, I want to be pleasure. Like what the hell? So it's wrong for women to expect sir, just say you don't know what you're doing in the bedroom and that you've never made a woman orgasm. That's why you try to attack me and say that, try to make me out to be some type of, orgasm freak. No, I'm sorry. And my thing is a two-way street. Like I would, it'd be no different than if I was with a man and he wasn't, like he felt like I wasn't pleasuring him enough. I would step my game up and do what I have to do. Like to me, it's about communication. And if y'all can yell so loudly on social media, all this sexual stuff constantly, then why, when you guys are in the bedroom, in the intimacy, right, of you and your partner, what is there to be scared to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that is a mental connection. Sex is just not physical, okay? Anybody can get on top of you and hump you like a dog. That doesn't mean anything. A lot of sex is very mental. And with women, we're like, We're like an iron, bitch. You can't just come and flick me on like a light switch. I don't get off like that. We're like an iron. We turned on slowly, raise a little temperature. Okay? And when we're with somebody we have a really strong connection with mentally, spiritually, it's going to come like a waterfall. I'm just saying. So I didn't understand like all the people getting upset. I'm like, I can't relate to their story, but I'm glad that they're talking about it because I guess some of y'all can relate. So maybe they're talking to y'all and y'all can get tips from DJ Envy and Gia. Not I. I believe at the end of the day, once you're a certain age, you should be able to have communication with your partner, let them know what feels good, what doesn't feel good. But see, that's the problem. Everybody's so quick to just swipe and left. Oh, she's cute. I'll hook up with her. Y'all so used to the hookup culture. And when it's the hookup culture, ain't nobody trying to please you and they done met you 3 hours ago. They're trying to pump and dump. So let's start there. Get rid of this hookup culture. Get into real relationships where you can have real conversation with that man or woman and you will feel a big difference, bitch. Ew. I'm just saying, okay? Because I was very shocked at the people like, I've never came. Oh my God, you poor girl. Oh no, shit, somebody find her a good man who's willing to put in work. And I understand a lot of women don't come by the peen. It's very rare that you can find a man who can make you, by the peen. I've had both. Oh, it's the best. But what I'm saying is that a lot of women, God, this is very, very adult. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all wasn't expecting this. But, we're here, we're all grown for the most part, okay? A lot of ways to make a woman, orgasm is oral, okay? So one of the, remember I did the show. Remember we did the whole Caribbean show about oral sex. And what did I tell y'all? It's about communication. And I remember I was talking to this dude, very handsome, very fine, tall, cute. But he was saying, he's not into oral sex. And I said, okay, all I can do is respect that. I said, okay, so you don't like oral? Okay, so you don't like to receive it either. Oh, no, bitch. Oh, no, I like head. I love head. Oh, wait, hold up, brother. So you love head, but you don't like to give it. Nah, that's just not my thing. Okay, well, this ain't going to work. There's no way in hell that you can love head, but you don't want to give it. So at that point, I realized he was not the one for me because I don't play them games. If I'm giving, you damn sure going to give me, right? I'm damn sure going to receive. So those are the conversations you have to have. You can't get with somebody who don't like to give head and then you mad a year into the relationship. You got to have those conversations at the forefront. So I was like, oh, you fine, but this ain't going to work. Well, I want it because you don't eat the cat. Ain't nothing else to talk about because that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm willing to give you, good sloppy top and then you just roll over and go to sleep, bitch, oh, hell no. Hell no. We're not having that, okay? Thank you. Somebody see better preach, T. Yes. So again, it's about communication, first and foremost. And I think that's what eventually DJ Envy and Gia were getting at, is, she was scared to communicate, but once she communicated with her man, it shouldn't have took no damn 10 years. I disagree with that. Should have took 10 months. At least, maybe by the time they were like 18, 19, like, come on, girl, you got to, spit it out, but you definitely have to communicate. And I don't think there's anything wrong with people wanting certain things in the bedroom. And people try to act like all of a sudden sex is not a big deal. Like that man, you act like everything's about an orgasm. Sex ain't a big deal. Bitch, since when? I can't tell as much cheating goes on social media, as many people slide into other people's DMs. Y'all got whole songs about cheating and creeping with people. Sex is a very big part of a relationship. And people who try and act like it's not, they're the ones who are not getting any. Trust me. I know people right now who are in a sexless marriage. I refuse. I'm sorry. Where are the divorce papers? Sex is very important. It relieves stress. Okay? Keeps you young. You know, there's all types of benefits. You know what I'm saying? You make babies if you want them and stuff. If you don't, stay on birth control, okay? So, I mean, sex is very important. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean you should be having sex with any and everybody and being a nympho? No, we're not saying that. Don't be out here slinging your peen like Tic Tacs and, you know, giving it up to every man you see. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you find the right person, y'all have the right connection, it is a beautiful thing. Y'all have as much sex as you want with that one person, with the right person, you know? But y'all have every right to think, you know, when people, especially when they're rich and you're staying with bad dick and bad sex, it's for the money. You know, and if it's not, because one thing I learned living in LA, some of the guys who have the most money and fame, you know, from conversations with girlfriends and stuff, they have the worst sex. I mean, this is a meme. Y'all have seen this meme before. Broke dudes and thug dudes got the best peen. Why? They ain't got shit else to bring to the table. Remember when Nicki Minaj came out, when she first got with Kenneth Petty, what'd she say? They was having sex 6 times a day, just 6 times a day, just fucking. Why? He ain't had no job, man. He was the Tommy of the Bronx. He wasn't working. He ain't, you know, of course ain't gonna be able to fuck 6 times a day. He ain't got to check in nowhere. He ain't got to clock in. So that's what I'm saying. But sometimes when guys have money and fame, they feel like, well, you know, I'm rich and I don't have to do all that. I got money and I'm that dude. So they feel like they don't really have to like service a woman, or they should just be the ones, you know, getting satisfied because of their status, you know. So some women who do stay in those type of relationships, they are there for the money. Okay. How many times we heard things where you have a rich couple and the wife is fucking the pool boy? The pool boy is supposed to be over there digging toys and shit out the deep end, but while the husband's away, they're in the pool house getting it on. Okay, so sex is very important. And, you know, I don't care how much money a man or a woman has, if somebody is not satisfied sexually, mentally, that connection is starting to wane. That is when people have infidelity. That is when people cheat. So you have to have that open line of communication. And I have y'all cracking up, honey. So you have to have that open line of communication. You have to talk to your partner, and do not let these bitter Bettys and some of these, you know, whack men in the sack, whacking the sack Mitchells, this is what we'll call whacking the sack whacking the sack Walters. Don't let them shame you, ladies. Okay. If you know what you want, you ask for it, you go for it. And if you're happy to have a man, you know what I'm saying, you're with somebody who fulfills your needs and you guys are in a happy relationship, don't let these bitter Bettys come and shame you because of that and start throwing fucking stats at you. Anybody try to see them stats, bitch? That ain't an issue in our bedroom, okay? It's not an issue in our house. We're good, okay? So yeah, don't let, whacking the sack Walter. Talking about, it seems like you're only with men for the, duh. Why do you run after women? I mean, imagine a man just out here just fucking all types of women and then never coming. Like you sound stupid. Nobody would ever say that to a man. But for a woman, you know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to be, you know, you're just supposed to be demure, and your feelings and your emotions and your sexual needs are not supposed to count. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially once you get to a certain age, child, bye. You know what I'm saying? I think once you get to a certain age, there should be things, you know, as long as you're comfortable with it, you know, that you're willing to explore with your partner and do whatever makes the two of you guys happy. And if it's something that you're not comfortable with, you don't want to do, then you have those communications. You have those rules set in place. You know, that's why I feel like a lot of these girls, they end up, you know, inviting every damn spirit into their bedroom and having all these weird threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes, because the main person that they're with is not making them, you know what I'm saying, feel away. They're not orgasming. They're not feeling away mentally. There's really no connection. So they're chasing that damn nut. So it's like, well, maybe if I sleep with these 4 women at one time, I'll get it in front of my husband, because there's no real connection there. Whereas if you guys would just sit down and have have serious conversations on your likes, your wants, your needs, you wouldn't have to invite 7 strangers pick to live in my house. You know what I mean? Like it's the real world. 7 strangers pick to live in my bedroom. You wouldn't have to do that because your man or your woman would be just enough. I mean, maybe some of y'all are some freaks. I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is I feel like a lot of people are pushing this threesome shit because they're truly not satisfied with their partner. But folks ain't ready for that conversation. No, they're not. Yes, honey. The real world. True story. I'm keeping it real here, honey. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats. Thank y'all for coming through. Let's see here. Let's see. Joseph says, hey, T, looking beautiful as usual. Thank you so much, Joseph. Thanks for coming through. Wade says, it's my birthday tomorrow. I turned 21 and I'm scared. Wade, you better turn up. 21 is a perfect age. You're now able to get into the clubs. Well, actually, we've been clubbing since we was 14. But I know they raised the club age, child, so much. So now you can get into the club and go get some, liquor. Have fun. Turn up. I don't know. I can't promise you where the future will be, child, but just pray about it. Be around friends and family. And you enjoy your birthday. Happy birthday. Don't let turning 21 scare you. You're still young. People feel like as soon as they turn 21, it's downhill from there. Hell nah. Like I tell people, it's a blessing to be old. It's a blessing to get older because the opposite of not getting older is death. So be grateful that you've made it 21 years. And happy birthday to you, sir. Let's see here. Deanie Darcel, what's up, sis? She says, hey, T, sending you some love, sis. Those nature boy rabbit holes, baby. Thank you for the super chat, sis. I heard he got rated. Let's see here. Naya Perez says, just stopping by real quick before I go to work, but I'll definitely watch it once I'm out. Love you, T. Love you, too. Thank you. Joseph sent $20 in Canadian money. Thank you so much, Joseph. Tiffany McCoy says, hey, T, made the live. I'm waiting outside my daughter's school to pick her up, but I'll definitely catch the playback. Thank you so much. Might want to turn it down. Patty Light Mayo said 1999. Thank you so much. Olga 45 says, I adore you, my Nigerian sister. She sent $49.99. Thank you so much, Olga. Thank you so much for coming through. And the last stream was so dope. Like, I was kind of nervous to even tackle the topic just because of like the xenophobia that I'm constantly seeing on social media that's geared towards so many people. And I think a lot of people left that video with like a really good understanding. And I think that's what it is. It's like, it's communication, right? Between the ethnicities and between like, the African-American community, the African community, the Caribbean community, and people, treating each other with respect and not claiming things when it's convenient. Don't be sitting here screaming you're not Black. Because like I said, we lead with our ethnicity. But then when it comes to like certain things, then I am Black. You know what I mean? So it was just a lot of really good dialogue that I saw in the chat. So thank you guys so much for that. Let's see here. Big B says, I got my heart broke today. Oh, I'm glad to hear you laugh. I'm sorry about that, but thank you for coming through. I hope everything gets better for you. Let's see here. Ronald Harvey said, shit, making a woman orgasm is the best part of sex. Can't be selfish in the bedroom, fellas. Not me clapping. Not me literally clapping. Thank you, Ronald. And that's what I didn't understand when he was like, oh, I heard her. Sir, you didn't feel her? You didn't feel that shake? You didn't feel that wet? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean you heard her? Like, yeah, it's a lot. Like, if you know what you're doing, you're going to know when that woman, man, whoo. Thank you, Ronald. Yes, you cannot be selfish. Look, everybody said, not T clapping. I have to clap at that when you cannot be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a good woman and she's doing for you and making you feel good and she's cooking and cleaning, taking care of the kids. That's the least you can do is make sure that she's in that bedroom like, shaking and shit. I'm just saying, we got to look out for each other. You feel me? If you got a good man and you know what I'm saying, he's going to work every day. He ain't cheating on you. He's faithful. He's a good husband. Make sure you get down there. You know what I'm saying? Give him some good head. You know what I'm saying? Hook him up. Let's see here. Ms. Brisky says, finally caught a live, TT. Thank you so much. Thanks for the $20 super chat, love. Miss Kizzy MUA says, been a tea sipper for years. Thank you for the content. You are so welcome. And thanks for coming through, love. V Green says, I heard men say he faked the big O before. He said it was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. That's what the guy said in my comment. I never knew that dudes could do that. That's crazy. But I guess it may. I don't even understand why your shit feels like a damn hot dog in the hallway. Like, damn, bitch, girl, do some Kegels or something. I'm just saying. Just weird. Well, thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Jonathan says, one big log can't control the entire dam. Take notes. LOL. Love you, T. You better than your O's. LOL. Thank you for the super chat, love. Yes, it's not just about the eggplant. It's the whole package. It's the whole package. Aaliyah Cameron says, communication is definitely key. That genuine connection comes when you are vulnerable with your spouse. Amen. It is. It's about communication. It's about, knowing what you want, what you need, what you like, and it's about also knowing yourself and being comfortable enough to tell that person. So again, do not let people shame you, ladies, on these social media streets or make it seem like you're selfish or you're weird because, you like O. It's not selfish. Bitch, that's the norm of my mother girls, okay? Not talk selfish. Where? Nobody would tell a guy that he's being selfish every time he gets an O. Like, nobody would ever tell a man that, So thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Ain't Noonie says, hey, T, looking gorgeous as always. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much, sis. Yes, y'all, we got over 6,000 people viewing. Make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Let's see here. Love Miss Rachel says, T, it's my birthday. Can I get a birthday shout out? Yes. Happy birthday, Miss Rachel. Many more to you. And thank you so much for, spending your birthday with me and coming to the stream. So I hope you enjoy your day, sis. K Drew says, thank you, T, for going live on my birthday. It's a lot of birthdays. Okay. Shout out to all my T sippers with birthdays. Says, for the second year in a row. And thank you for going live today. I needed a pick me up. You are so welcome. A lot of birthdays. All right. Tia Monet says, if you reach the big O from oral, then he starts pumping immediately. You're going to have a lot of big O's, throbbins, and givens. You better preach. Thank you, sis. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not fooling with y'all. They're in here giving tips. Lil Jason, $4.99. He says, my innocent 19-year-old ears. Oh, Lord, the babies are in here. I told y'all to leave. Well, Jason, you're in here and you're of age, okay? Just, take down some notes. Take down some notes, Jay. Thank you for the super chat, love. We're just trying to school y'all here, okay? Let's see. The homegirl healer says, mouth, hands, toys, and communications help to enhance the experience. Men, stop being scared to lick the cat. Stop being intimidated by the toys. Thank you, sis. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all take notes. Y'all take notes. Oh, let's see here. Rico Earth says a lot of people know how to fuck, but it's rare to find somebody to make love to. Love you, T. I reached my milestone I reached my year milestone as a member. You are so welcome. And yes, that is the truth. And that's what I'm saying. Part of that is that hookup culture. Because I don't care when you're just randomly hooking up with people, nobody's going to put in work into a hookup. I don't do the hookup thing. That's not my thing. I like to have connections with people, but to each his own. But just understand that when you're hooking up with somebody, you're going to get what you put out there. And if you met somebody 3 hours ago, they're not going to do all that for the most part. And if you've only known them for 3 hours, they're willing to go down and do all the extra shit. Just know they've done that to like every single girl on Twitter or Tinder. Sounds like a damn STD waiting to happen. So yeah, just, part of that is that hookup culture, and even in the music, it's all about just, I smashed 2 bitches, I fucked and I did this. But even like our music back in the day, the R&B music was more sensual, I'll make love to you like you want me to. And let me stop singing for that. You know what I'm saying? Shut down my stream, honey. But yeah, that's like the big difference. Like even in the music, it's just about, hit it and quit it and go on to the next person. But a lot of the music we grew up on was that R&B music, you know. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. All right, let me see here. Andrea B says those homosexuals will ruin your life. They will, but they do be having some good peen. Word on the street. But you know, that's the difference. And you can't, you know, make them your man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants a homosexual because they bring nothing to the table besides peen. That's it. That's all. Can't marry them. Let's see here. Young Kobe says, if you can't be transparent with your spouse about how to please you, that's a problem. The issue is people learn how to have sex and not how to make love. Okay, Young Kobe, coming in with the advice and the tips. We see you, sir. Thank you so much for the super chat, love. It's the truth. It is the truth. Oh my gosh, y'all are going hard. Hold on. I just got a bunch of super chats that came in. 24 Love says, as someone who was raised in an old school home, we didn't talk about this kind of stuff. I wish we had. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, and sometimes it can be your household. We didn't talk about this either, you know, my household, not at all. But again, it's about being comfortable. Because you got to think about it. Sex is like a very intimate thing. You know, you're allowing somebody into your space and you're exchanging energies with somebody. It's very, very intimate. So if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody and you're comfortable enough to allow them into that space, you have to be able to communicate with that person. You just have to. So even if you weren't taught that, you got to get to a place where you're comfortable enough to tell that person, you know what I'm saying, what you like and what you don't like, you know? So that's just something you have to work on, especially if you're shy. But just think about it like that, like you're giving somebody your body, you know what I'm saying, your essence. So you have to speak up, you know, and just tell them what you like. Let's see here. Little I sent $49.99. Thank you so much for the super chat, love. Says, hey, T, sending lots of love from Denver. I'm appreciating the soothing benefits from your red blood tea. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. I've been drinking it in addition to taking my antibiotics while recovering from influenza and strep throat. Thank you, Queen. Everybody hit the like. Thank you so much, and I'm so glad you're liking the tea. That is the only red blood tea on Amazon or anywhere. So I had created that myself, so I'm so glad that you're getting benefits from it. So thank you. Kanisha Morgan says, oh, God. Kanisha. Oh, they spelled it totally different. Okay, pronounce Kanisha. You knew I was going to butcher that. Says, yes, thank you for that breakdown about African culture. That was amazing. I'll tell everyone I ever dated, even my husband, sex is a big deal in a relationship with me. Hoeing gets old quickly. It does. It really does. Thank you so much for the super chat, love. Angela Cohart sent $50. Thank you so much, Angela. Appreciate you, love. Eyes to the Soul sent $100. Just thanking you for your time and effort. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let's see here. Blackwater says, I lost 70 plus pounds at the gym listening to T's podcast. Wow. That is amazing. Congratulations on your weight loss. I too am on my little weight loss journey, child, short skirt season, honey. So I've been, this is week 3 for me. So I'm hoping at the end of the month, by the time I weigh myself, I'll be a lot lighter, but I'm going to keep going. I've been exercising like 5 days a week, totally cut down on what I'm eating. So I'm really glad the weight loss journey is working for you while listening to the podcast. So thank you. So y'all, that's what I want to say about the whole DJ Envy thing, because folks were really going in. Let me show y'all some of the tweets and the comments. Let's see where they at. Folks was going in, child. I can't believe I've been out here for 30 minutes. Time is flying. Let me share my screen with y'all real quick here. So this was just some of the stuff that people were saying on social media. DJ Envy is so light-skinned. DJ Envy, did you come, babe? Gia, I'm just going to play y'all a little bit of this. I said, not Lil Wayne's face. Somebody else says, DJ Envy's wife be like. This person says, DJ Envy already lost when he says he hears his wife reaching orgasm. Real ones know you going to see and feel it. Yes, honey. All that hearing, I don't know what he's talking about. DJ Envy's wife admitted that he never made her orgasm. It's so embarrassing. But they're an embarrassing couple, so what's new? Child. Then they're saying here, Jesus and Mira warming up to light DJ Envy up. We all know about their beef in the past. Someone else says, DJ Envy, the only thing D Wade and DJ Envy have taught me is if your woman catch you cheating, break up with them. Damn. This person says, DJ Envy's wife and DJ Khaled's wife be suffering. Neither of them know their way around the coochie. They DJs, but they scratching on the wrong shit. Ooh, ain't that the truth? All that scratching on records, but don't know what to do in the bedroom. Well, at least back then, it seems like DJ Envy's doing a lot better now. DJ Khaled, ain't no way. Like Nikki said, ain't no way a fat guy's gonna tell me what he's not eating. In the words of Miss Minaj. Let's see here. Somebody else says, so let's just get this straight. DJ Envy gets to cheat on his wife and give her subpar peen. Like, make it make sense. Okay. And on that note, we're done. Yes, they were going in. They were going in on social media. That entire situation was funny. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, it's about communication, talking to each other. And, you know, ladies, you have every right to demand the big O. Okay? And if he really cares about you, he should be willing to put in the work. I don't care if his fucking tongue falls off. He should be willing to put in the work. Okay? Tell him Lovely T said. T said, she don't care if your tongue falls off. You better get down there and put in work until I scream. Just put the blame on me, okay? Be like, T said. You're gonna be down for like 30 minutes like, fuck Lovely T. All right, child, let's go ahead and get to the next topic, child. Y'all can bring the babies back in the room. We gotta talk about this Nene Leakes situation, honey. Nene Leakes is out here about to sue Bravo. She was already hinting at suing Bravo, but now she's going forward with it. She's definitely mad and in her feelings, because she was removed off of the show 2 years ago. And we've talked about this, y'all, and I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta forever. So this is what's going on with this whole situation with Miss Lenithia. Grab y'all's tiny violins, honey. So they're saying the lawsuit filed in federal court in Atlanta says Leakes, who is Black, complained to executives about years of racist remarks from fellow housewife Kim Zolciak Biermann, who is white. But only Leakes suffered consequences. It names as defendants NBC Universal, Bravo Production Company, True Entertainment, and Truly Original. Executives from the companies and the housewife executive producers, Andy Cohen, but not Kim Zolciak. NBC, Bravo, True foster a corporate and a workplace culture in which racially insensitive, inappropriate behavior is tolerated, if not encouraged, the suit says. Representatives for NBC Universal declined comment. Emails sent to representatives for other defendants like Zolciak Biermann seeking comment were not immediately returned. It alleges that during the first season, which aired in 2008, the cast was planning to attend a barbecue. Housewife Kim Zolciak Biermann responds with the idea with words to the effect of, I don't want to sit around Nene and eat chicken. The suit says the statement perpetuated an offensive stereotype about African Americans. The suit says in 2012, during the 5th season, Zolciak Biermann made racially offensive stereotypical comments about the new home of housewife Kandi Burruss, calling her neighborhood a ghetto and perpetuating a racial stereotype in an offensive comment about whether Burruss needed a swimming pool. The same year, the suit says Zolciak Biermann used the N-word to refer to Leakes and other members of the housewife after a dispute with them. The suit alleges that Zolciak Biermann falsely implied that Leakes used drugs and called her home a roach nest. The suit says after Leakes complaints to the executives overseeing the show, they did not terminate their relationship with Kim Zolciak Biermann, nor take any other meaningful action to put an end to her racially offensive behavior. If anything, reward her by giving her her own spin-off show. That's why you're really mad. But let me continue. From the day the series began filming, Nene was a target of systematic racism from co-star Kim Zolciak Biermann, which was tolerated by Bravo executives Andy Cohen and other executives. Leakes lawyer David DeRobertis said in a statement, Joe Hackabatchi, another Leakes attorney, said via email, not a day goes by that Nene doesn't wake up with the onset of overwhelming emotions as a direct result of these unfortunate avoidable occurrences. Child, that was a bunch of bullshit to read. I don't agree with it. I think she's mad. Excuse me. Thank y'all for the tiny violins and the tomatoes. I think she's mad right now because she's not on television. She's feeling like she's blackballed, but she basically got herself blackballed. You know, there was many seasons where she felt like she was above the other women. She left. She tried to come back and make it work, but by then there were new women in her place. You know, Kandi was a fan favorite. Kenya Moore, hater lover. Portia, hater lover. They were all fan favorites, and Nene could never really find her spot back in there. Now, it's very interesting that she's saying that there was all this racism going on, but even after the chicken incident, even after the whole calling Kandi's house ghetto, Nene was still cool with Kim. Remember, later on in that season, she invited Kim Zolciak to her new home to see her new mansion. This was like the last season. Remember, she was having a party with the gays. She kept calling them the gays. There was that. Do y'all remember that party? And she invited Kim. So my thing is, if Kim is so racist, why are you inviting this racist into your home? It doesn't make any sense. Also, because like I said, I watched this show from day one. I remember when Claudia Jordan was on there, okay? And she was calling Claudia a half-breed. Well, isn't that, derogatory term towards biracial people? So it's very interesting that she could call Claudia a half-breed, but somebody mentioning black folks and chicken just is, oh my God, I can't sleep anymore in 2022. Oh, I can't sleep at night from all the shit I went through in 2008 and 2012. Girl, stop, Nene. Stop. And I fucks with Nene, you know what I'm saying? But that, man, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this. I just feel like it's a reach. She is almost like payback at Bravo because they're not bringing her back on and because she never got her spinoff show. Because remember, before all this happened, she was going off about not getting a spinoff show and saying, Kandi has a spinoff show and Kandi's boring and, Portia's getting a spinoff show, but where's mine? And like Kandi was saying, what are they filming? At that time, poor Greg was sick. Her oldest son was wilding on social media. Her youngest son, he's just being a kid, right? I think he was like, I don't know if he was in college. I know he's trying to do the comedy thing, but there wasn't a whole lot for them to film. Whereas with Kandi, that's one thing about her. Kandi and Todd, they might be boring, honey, but they keep a lot of interesting people around them because I watch Old Lady Gang, the restaurant show. I watch that every night. I like it. You know what I'm saying? They keep a lot of interesting people. And that's one thing about Kandi. She gonna get a check. And Kandi's not selfish like that. She's gonna bring other people on the show, other personalities. So even if you find Kandi and Todd boring, you might like this person at the restaurant, or you might like the old ladies, you know what I'm saying? Her mama and her aunties, her cousins. So Kandi always has a way of reinventing her shows. Portia's spinoff, I didn't watch it. All I heard was very drama-filled and was not a good look for Portia. So that spinoff didn't really work for her. But I think that's the thing. She was upset because she didn't get a spinoff show. But again, I remember she got it wasn't really a spinoff show, but they did cover her wedding when she got remarried to Greg. And I love that. I thought that was beautiful. Hell, I cried with her when her and Greg got back together. That was a really, really good show, good episode. I think it might have been only 4 or 5 episodes. We got to see Greg's other children. So she has had a spinoff show in the past, but again, was only because she was remarrying Greg. But after that, what else would Bravo be there to record? So it's going to be interesting, but I just feel like, her going forward with this lawsuit, it just sounds very silly because again, why didn't you file this lawsuit back in 2008, back in 2012? Why wait almost 12 years later to bring up all this stuff with Kim? But then in the same breath, you're not suing the racists. You're suing NBC, you're suing Bravo, but you're not suing racist Kim Zolciak. That doesn't make any sense to me. Shouldn't she be in the lawsuit too? being that she was the perpetuator of a lot of this stuff that you're complaining about. I'm just saying. So it's going to be very interesting to, you know, see how this plays out. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Now, I think definitely the one person who does have a case with Bravo would be Mariah Hack from Married to Medicine. Y'all know I did a whole binge watching. I love Married to Medicine. I think the fact that they literally just wrote her off of the show that she created and she brought all these women to the table. Mariah Hack definitely has, like, you know, a lawsuit, I think, but I don't know. With Nene's, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Let's see here. I want to get on the next. Oh, yeah, we got to get on the next story, child. I've been telling y'all 4 years about this weirdo Trey Songz. Okay? I keep telling y'all where there's smoke, there's fire. I remember when I'm going to say Kiki Wyatt, child. I know she wasn't messing with no Trey Songz, honey. Kiki Palmer. I remember when Kiki Palmer came out and she shared her story. And a lot of people bashed her, said she was reaching. How dare she try and, you know, make Trey Songz look bad? And I had Kiki's back. I said, nah, Kiki ain't never been in no BS. I've never known Kiki to be involved in a bunch of drama. You know what I'm saying? She's a sweet young girl. You know, I don't think people should be so quick to dismiss her. Remember that. I did that video on Kiki. Put a teacup if y'all remember that. And since then, Mr. Assault Your Girl, okay, that's what we need to start calling him, Danielle. Thank you. Mr. Assault Your Girl has just been all over the news, the blogs, constantly getting sued. You know, people are levying charges against him. So again, this is another case to me of where there's smoke, there's fire. So this is what's going on now with Mr. Trey, I almost called him Trey Songz, but that's a porn star. Sorry, Trey. What's his name? Sean. So, why I keep calling Trey Songz? Trey Songz. Damn porn stars ruining regular names and shit. Just like Tiana Trump. When I first thought she was a part of the damn Trump family, because she kept trending. I'm like, who's Tiana Trump? I'm like, I didn't know Trump had another daughter named Tiana. Well, shit, shouldn't have clicked on that hashtag. All I had was coochie in my face. I said, oh, okay, wrong Trump. Like, y'all stop ruining regular people's names and stuff. Damn it. All right, let me show y'all this video, Trey Songz. And look what he's doing to this girl. Y'all watch this. Nasty freak. Now, I see a lot of women saying things like, oh, she's a stupid white girl. She's laughing. Oh, here goes Becky. You know, now she want to come back and complain. Yeah, let me share something with y'all. A lot of times when people laugh like that, when they're surprised, I mean, just imagine somebody just coming and grabbing my shit right now, you know, titty fall out. I might laugh at first, you know, because it's like a nervous reaction. And I used to think too, like, you know, when people laugh or they stand in pictures or whatever, like to not take them seriously. But let me tell you about what happened to me recently. This was like maybe 2 years ago. Right. And I'm gonna try and say it so like it doesn't call out the people. But I went to this event and I saw somebody I hadn't seen in a long time at this event. And they were there with their girlfriend. Right. And so, you know, we're all getting ready to take a group picture. And no lie, you guys, the guy was rubbing on my ass. OK, we're in a group picture and his hand is going all up and down like my skirt, my ass. And the girlfriend is on the other side. I'm in the middle of them. I'm right here. He's right here. The girlfriend's on his side. So he's acting like his hand is behind me, but he's really filling me up. And I don't know what to do, right? So I'm literally in the pictures like, like everybody, I look crazy. If you see me, I look crazy. And I'm just like, you know, I'm trying to smile like, but the whole time he's like rubbing on my ass. And I didn't know what to do. And I don't even know if I don't know what you call that. I don't know if that's SSI. I don't know. But And I'm like, and I ended up, we talked like in the car. I said, what are you doing? I said, you with your girlfriend? He was like, oh, it don't matter. And, I just be playing. And I was like, don't do that shit. That ain't cool. Yeah, but he was like rubbing on me the whole time we were taking pictures. And, and I was just sitting there like smiling, but just because somebody's smiling, like I was literally like, you know what I mean? Does not mean like they like it or that sometimes you don't know what to do. And I didn't know until I was in that situation. I used to think like, oh, somebody just grabbed my ass. I'm going to turn around and pow, pow, pow. But I didn't. I had to still hold my composure. I could have turned and be like, what is you? Don't be grabbing on my. But then I'm thinking his girlfriend is right here. I don't want her thinking I'm lying on her man and then me and her got to fight. I got to beat her ass. So I just, I just stood there and I just grinned and bared it, and so I talked to my homeboy about it. And I was like, I told him what happened. He was like, nah, that shit ain't cool. I said, no, I know it's not. But I said, I didn't know what to do in that situation. So it can happen to me, you guys. And I'm a tough girl. And it really happened. And I didn't know what to do. I just kind of froze. And then it reminded me of, remember when the women were saying that, I can't keep with all these damn presidents and their damn assaults. I don't know if it was Trump or Joe or I think it was the guy from Minnesota, one of the senators or something. Mark, he was filling on people in pictures and people would be like, oh, but you were smiling. It reminded me of that. If y'all can write that down with which president or which senator got accused of that. It'd just be a bunch of them, child. I can't keep up. It's assault. The guy rubbing up on T. That's what happened to Taylor Swift and she sued a man. It was assault. Ooh. See, I didn't even know. I was just like so shook when it happened. I'm like, what is you doing? Like I pulled him to the side. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just playing. Da, 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 da. And it's like, so after that, I was just cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't put me in those situations like that. That's just some weirdo shit. Don't get off rubbing on my ass. Somebody said Cuomo. Al Franken, that's the name. Thank you, Kevin William, MC. Al Franken, that's the name. If y'all look up the Al Franken case, senator, yep. I knew it was one of them because there'd be so many you can't keep up. They're all a bunch of damn freaks. Cuomo, Trump, Biden, Al Franken. He was doing that. So you would see him with pictures of women and he's next to them and everybody's smiling. And the whole time he's filling them up. And I used to think like, oh, they're full of crap. Like, well, why are they smiling? Until it happened to me. And this is real. It really does happen. So sometimes just because you see a picture of people and they're smiling, you don't know what they're doing behind that person. They could be pinching their butt, putting their hand up their bra. People are weird. Like, and it was just so weird. Like, even when I look back at the picture, I'm just like, I can't even look at the picture anymore because it's like, oh, he was like literally filling me up as we were taking this picture. He's probably watching this stream now. I don't give a damn if you're watching this stream. I said it. I ain't say your name though. Anyways, let me read some super chats. Yeah, it really does happen. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to give y'all other context for that girl. When he did that, sometimes that's your reaction when you're embarrassed and you don't, and there's people there. It's not just her and Trey and like one person. There's people there, there's cameras. So sometimes your first reaction is to just, try and play it off. It's a nervous laughter. But this is what she's saying right now. Now she's demanding $5 million. So that's an expensive ass titty pull. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So I don't want people bashing her too much because I've been through that. So the person, this is what TMZ's reporting. They're saying Trey Songz has a new accuser, a woman whose attorney are demanding that he pay for allegedly groping his client. They say the video makes their case slam dunk. The demand letter obtained by TMZ was fired off to Songz and his team Thursday by attorneys George Verbeck and Ariel Mitchell on behalf of their client, Megan Johnson, who they allege was sexually assaulted, S-word, by Trey during a party back in 2013. Wow. They say Johnson was at the event called the Foxwoods Liquor Sunday with Trey Songz at the Foxwood Resort Casino in Mashantucket, Connecticut. It was there that they claimed Megan encountered Trey in the VIP tent. According to the letter, Johnson was having a friend take a picture of her. But in that moment, they alleged that Trey came up from behind and pulled her breast out from her bikini top and then chanted, "Titties in the open," 4 different times. In the video, you see the woman who they claim is Johnson quickly reach up to cover her chest in embarrassment. Now, let me say this. If he can do that in public with no qualms around strangers, he doesn't know if everybody in that VIP friend is, that VIP tent is friend or foe. He doesn't know if they're all fans of his, or these might be people, paparazzi. There could be police in there. He doesn't know. So for him to feel so comfortable to do that, this is not his girlfriend. It's not somebody he brought to the party. This was literally a fan saying, hey, I'm a big Trey Songz fan. Can I take a picture with you? She gets ready to take a picture, and he just grabs her top and pulls her boob out. So if he's that bold to do that in public, in front of a room full of a lot of people, and I'm sure he didn't know all those people, imagine what he may be doing to people behind closed doors. So again, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I believe in the future, there will definitely be a surviving Trey Songz, because there's too many women coming out with the same story. It's really sad. But yeah, it really does happen though. It really does happen. And sometimes when you're in those situations, you don't know what to do. It's like you freeze up. You don't know what to do. So I just want to, give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to just, dismiss her and say, well, she's laughing, so obviously she was cool with it. No. Because you can smile and even giggle, not be cool what's going on, what somebody's doing to you. You know what I'm saying? That's your body. That's your personal space. And nobody has a right to touch you without permission. Okay. Let's see here. Andrea B sent $4.99 and says, wasn't she just saying she wanted to be back on the show not too long ago? Yeah, Nene Leakes. Yeah, she was asking them to put her back on the show, and now she's suing. I guess they must have told her no, child. But thank you for the super chat, love. Let's see here. Justin Winfrey says, I never understood women faking it, because I can tell usually the walls are contracting. You can feel it. And the women usually tense up when it's about to release. Oh, damn, this sounds like a damn porno. And also feels more wet when you are stroking. Okay, thank you for the $20, Justin. You're right. You're so right. That's what I'm saying. Like, for him to just be like, I heard her. Oh, it's just silly, because it's like a whole thing that happens, But again, that's the difference between men like you, Justin, who take care of your girl, and men like Envy, who just listens to shit for 10 years. Okay? But thank you for the super chat, love. Justin ain't lying, child. You telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Okay? Let's see here. Marquise says, hey, Marquis. She says, testing. I thought my badge was gone. I was about to set it off. Hey, sis. Love you. Miss you bunches. Thank you so much. Love you too. And I'm working on something special for a possible meet and greet for the Discords. Well, no, for everybody, not just the Discord, but y'all will know about it first. Okay, so I'm working on something. I've been in meetings and and stuff. So stay tuned. Let's see here. T Smile says, T, my birthday's Tuesday. Can I get a birthday shout out? I had to kick my 6-year-old out the room while you were talking about peeing. Good. Glad we have a responsible parent in the house. Happy early birthday to you, sis. Thank you so much for coming through, and thank you for the love and the support. Appreciate you. She said, baby, you go over there and go watch Baby Shark or something, okay? We having grown folk conversations here, okay? You don't need to know how you were created, honey. Thank you for the super chat. Live from NYC says, 11 years, though, that's enough time for him to give her an O by mistake. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was just, at some point, they should have kept that to themselves. That's a long time. 11, even if it was an accident, like, you just never tried. Like, you just didn't care. But thank you, love. Your mama's papa sent $100. Thank you so much for the super chat. They say, what's up, lovely T? What do you think about WAC 100 and Hassan Campbell drama? I want to see what you got to say. Love the Prince deep dive from the West Side with love. Thank you. Y'all, I wasn't going to talk about it, but being that you sent the $100 super chat, child, and we got almost 8,000 people in here, let's go ahead and talk about the WAC 100 situation, because y'all know I've been keeping up with it. Y'all don't miss shit in these streets. So if y'all don't know, Hassan Campbell aka Poppy. He's the one. I did a video about him years ago. I was one of the few YouTubers who did a video about him being molested by Africa Bomb Booty. Okay, Africa Bomb Booty was out here just, just molesting all types of young men in Bronx River and everything else. And folks were scared to call it out. And it was Star, was one of the first people, being a few others, right? And I know he watches my channel. He shouted me out before. He tends to call me Sweet Tea. Hassan Campbell, my name is Lovelyti, okay? Thank you. Because he showed me love, but he's always like, Sweet Tea. I'm like, who is Sweet Tea? It's Lovelyti. But yeah, I call him Africa Bomb Booty, okay? He don't get no respect from me because he don't know. That man done touched too many kids in Bronx River. He don't get the name Africa Bombada, no Africa Bomb Booty. That's what I call him. But anyways, what went down is that basically my homeboy hit me up and was like 6ix9ine, DJ Academics, Whack 100, and Hassan Campbell were all on this Spotify podcast. And I wish I could show y'all my text messages. I told my homeboys, I said, this sounds like some fuckery. Send me the cliff notes. I said, I'm not watching all this, okay? First of all, 6ix9ine is a snitch. Whack 100 is messy. Poppy, he be going off. DJ Academics, honey, he's just be stirring the pot. So I said, send me some cliff notes. Anyways, the next day, I'm minding my business. I start getting hit with all these videos. He was like, watch Hassan's live. And Hassan is going off. He's saying that Whack 100 was, basically after they met in New York, he went back to his platform on Clubhouse and was acting like he punked Hassan and like he wasn't all teeth when he seen him. Child, there's a bunch of, I guess gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, a female sipping tea. And so I was listening to the Clubhouse episodes, and I don't want to play them. I might do a video. I don't want to play them because I'm telling you, these episodes be long. They be screaming and cussing each other out. And so they kind of went back and forth and everything else. And Whack was kind of, he's trying to punk Hassan. So Hassan went on his live and basically admitted to recording Whack 100's conversations. Child. So he played a snippet, and I'm like, damn, that's Whack's voice. And basically in that snippet, Whack was saying that Nipsey Hussle was a bati boy, meaning that he had relations what they're saying is that Nipsey Hussle was having a threesome with his baby's mother. And at first, people were trying to say that was Lauren London. I knew it wasn't Lauren London. I said, it's Tanisha, the ratchet one. She looked like she would just do all types of threesomes with Nip. But they were saying that Nip was doing threesomes with Tanisha, basically low-key pimping her out. And so Nip and the homeboy are having her. They're saying that the homeboy was getting head from Tanisha while Nip was banging. Then then Nip grabs the girl's head off of the homeboy's peen after the homeboy in her mouth. I'm trying to not be vulgar. So take your babies out the room. Then starts kissing her. Honey. Let me see if I can find that audio. That's what they're saying. So a lot of people, and then on top of that, they were saying that because he had that videotape, he was extorted, like him, Big U knew about it. And for y'all who don't know who Big U, like these are like real like gangster dudes, like Big U, he don't claim rolling 60s like he used to, but he's one of the, I'm sorry, yeah. Okay. They're saying that Big U, oh, did my stream cut off? Okay, no, it didn't. That Big U is basically extorting Lauren London. Now, Lauren London is not, from what I hear in the tape, but she knows about the tape and that he wants 30% of Nipsey's, whatever revenue he's making. Let me see if I can find a clip to play for y'all. Hold on.
Whack 100 had.
I just want to grab y'all probably gonna have to look for it. I don't want to really play, the audio in here just because it's more graphic. I don't need my stream, child. I don't need my stream getting cut off. But so that's the gist of it, your mamas and papas. So now, okay, let me finish. You sent $100. I'm gonna break this down for you. So now what's going on is that, so now rumors are flying that Nip, was, a Bati boy. But then Wax said, no, it wasn't like a video of him and a man. It, the girl was there. Then it started getting more heated. And so Whack 100 is claiming that basically the reason why the video is not out is because he's protecting Nip. If he really saw Nip as an enemy, because remember when Nip Hussle died, Whack 100 was saying that he wasn't a legend. Like he only had like one album. He never had any radio hits. He wasn't, you can't compare him to like a Jay-Z or, a Dr. Dre. So he was saying that Nipsey was not a legend. And a lot of Nipsey Hussle fans took offense to that. Plus, we all know Whack is Pyru. So that right there, caused some conflict because Nip was a Crip. So he was saying that the reason why the tape is not out is because he's paying off the guy that has the tape and he's protecting Nip's legacy. But where it looks bad is this. One, you're throwing Big U under the bus, okay? And Big U is like, if you're from Cali and mamas and papas, you're from Cali, you know about Big U, okay? If y'all know anything about the streets, you know the work that Big U has put in, the things he's done, the gangs, all that stuff, right? I'm not going to go into details on this strip. So this, to me, has potential to become street shit. But now what's even more crazier, Hassan won't stop leaking audio. Hassan done dropped some more audio yesterday of Whack basically talking about he has Adam 22 in the bag. He's talking about Gilly and Wallow. Basically almost low-key making it seem like he's extorting them in a way. Like they got to pay him to come to Cali and all this weird stuff. And so Hassan has just been leaking all this stuff. So this is my thoughts. One, I don't agree with people recording people, right? I think it's very messy because, again, when you're recording people, you're going to be on your best behavior. You have the upper hand, right? But from what I've also heard, though, Whack has also recorded people. So can I really feel bad for him? Because they're saying that he recorded, who was that Whack recorded? They said he recorded, Beanie Siegel. They said he recorded Beanie Siegel's conversation and put that on the internet when Beanie Siegel didn't know he was being recorded. I believe it was Beanie. I might be wrong. So they said Whack has done this to other people as well. But with the whole Hassan thing, I think for Hassan, maybe he felt like Whack wasn't going to be real. He was going to flip on him. So he needed to have some type of something to hold over, over Whack 100's head, right? But okay, my thing is this. Okay, fine. Hassan was recording Whack 100. What I don't understand is, why are you talking to a New York guy that you don't know like that? Why are you telling him all your business? That's the part that kind of shocked me because Whack kept saying on Clubhouse, I don't even know Hassan. I don't know your YouTube channel. I don't watch you like that. That's what he was saying to Hassan when they were arguing. So at first I'm thinking, okay, that has validity. But then when Hassan dropped the next set of audio recordings the next day, Whack is, what we say, pillow talking to Hassan and saying, yeah, I can get you on Adam 22 and I got all them in my pocket. Well, hold up now, brother. If you're saying that you don't know who he is and he's just some random YouTuber and you don't pay him no mind, why would you be trying to get him onto Adam 22? Why would you be trying to help elevate his platform if you don't even know who he is? Because he was making it seem like his first time dealing or even talking to Hassan was at the DJ Academics roundtable thing, So I thought that was just really strange, the whole thing. But even if he was recording him, the stuff that was being said to somebody that you don't know like that makes me give Whack the side eye, unfortunately. Because why would you be telling somebody, one, who's not from Cali, because, they're always screaming Cali politics. There's a whole gangbang section, child, on Clubhouse. All they do is, Pyru, Crip, GD. I don't know. They just sit there and gangbang, right? It's like this whole gangbang section. And they're always beefing with the East Coast guys. Like the New York guys will come on there. Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo. It's like the funniest shit. At this point, it's entertainment to me. Hey, yo, son. You not going to come to Brooklyn with that shit, B. Nah, cuz. Y'all ain't going to come to Cali with that shit, cuz. On Pyru. I be like, what the? That be cracking me up, right? So I'm like, I've been listening to y'all for a a few months, I got involved with all this bullshit while I was healing from surgery. So I'd be in bed laid up, listening to Whack 100 and his gangbang clique, right? Just laughing at shit. So my thing is, they're always beefing with these New York cats, even the New York Bloods. Y'all ain't blooding like we blooding out here in Inglewood. Don't be claiming blood. Y'all from New York. Like, it's just a mess. So it just has me confused because I'm like, for months, I've been listening to y'all in Clubhouse, and it seems like y'all don't like New York people like that. So why would you be telling this random New York guy that you really don't have a real relationship with anything about West Coast politics, anything about Big U, anything about other, podcasters and stuff? So it's not a good look. I don't know. It's not a good look. At the end of the day, this is all male business. Okay. I'm only talking about it because, you know what I'm saying? My good peoples from Cali sent a good $100 super chat. Okay. So the reason why I'm speaking on it, I don't get myself involved in, you know what I'm saying, male politics like this, because this is like beyond my scope. This is more than spilling tea. I'm hoping that this don't turn into a bunch of street shit, because the stuff that Hassan is leaking is very damaging to Wack's reputation. And to me, I feel like there's no reason that Hassan should have that. He would not have that if that was not the words coming out of Wack's mouth. Wack was saying way too much to somebody that he didn't know personally like that. So even though he's mad at Hassan and saying, oh, well, all this shows is that we can't trust you, that you a police ass nigga and this and that. Well, yeah, that might say that to you, but at the end of the day, you were saying all this to a person that you didn't know like that. And I think that's not a good look, And I think too, like, a lot of it is ego, because, Hassan was on the podcast with 6ix9ine and these young boys, just trying to let them know, like, there's more to life than gangbanging and running behind, 6ix9ine, and, y'all are kings and all this stuff. And it seems like when he called them kings and shit, somehow it triggered Wack. And Wack got mad. They're not kings. Quit calling them kings. I said, well, damn, I thought black men like being called kings and shit. So I don't know. The word king triggered Wack, and this is where we're at. That's the short version, okay? That is the short version of what happened. But right now, that tea is being spilled all over the gangbang section of YouTube and Clubhouse. It's a mess. It is a mess, but at the end of the day, I feel like maybe Poppy put the information out there because he was tired of the stuff going on with Wack and the back and forth. And Wack was like trying to punk him on Clubhouse. And Poppy's letting him know, like, no, you think you're playing chess? I'm playing checkers. And this is why you got to know who you're talking to. And, you can't pillow talk with everybody, and it's sad. While I don't agree with it, again, it's like conversations that are meant to be private, they should be private. But again, there's certain conversation that you don't have with people. You know what I'm saying? You don't just tell everybody certain things. And especially when it comes to like politics and certain people. So I think the whole thing is embarrassing. I don't know. I think Wack, he's going to play it off because, he's tough. He's gangster. He's been in the streets, for years. So he's going to play it off. But I think he's a little bit shook by this. I don't think he ever thought that anybody would get one up on him. And like I said, from what I was told, he's also recorded other people. So, if he's done it before, then it is what it is. So I don't know. But yeah, it's a mess. Flawless freestyle. T, you looking fine. Thank you. Thank you, Flawless freestyle. Appreciate you. So yeah, it's a mess in these streets, honey. So I'm definitely in tune. I just been sipping slow, and I just hope that, it doesn't end up erupting in some type of street shit. I really do. Because you're dealing with real street people on both coasts, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. It's one thing to be chatty patty in public on Clubhouse. It's another thing when you're having private conversations and you're kind of talking about people and making it seem like you're punking Gilly or Wallow or, Adam 22. I mean, he was releasing some pretty damaging stuff. So I don't know. All this from, Tekashi, Teriyaki, 6ix9ine. It's very interesting. Once again, this, Latino Mexican man got a bunch of, people of color fighting. So it's going to be interesting to see where everything goes. But good luck to all of them. Y'all stop beefing and just leave this shit alone. Hopefully this will die down in a few days, but yeah, it's a mess. As far as the Nipsey sex tape, I don't know if that's ever going to come out. I remember hearing about the sex tape. I didn't know the details of it, but I remember back in 2019 after he died, people were saying that there was a Nipsey Hussle sex tape. And I thought that was, kind of low key, low class to even discuss that or there being a potential leak of that. The man is dead. So for him to be talking about the details of the sex tape, it's really disturbing. So I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen it. But yeah, Keisha says some of these street dudes are more messier than women. Yeah, it's very interesting how, the gossipiness of these men. I've never seen, because you're thinking like these are like the most manliest men in the community. They put in work. They shout out gang names. You know what I'm saying? And they just sit up all day and yell at each other, tell each other's business. Well, when you was in PC, I heard you was a snitch. I got the paperwork. I fucked your baby mama. Your baby mama gave this person. They just be running their mouth. I just be like, I didn't listen to this if it's loud. I'd be like, dang, yes, Gossip Kings and Gozy. That's the new name. Yeah, these, and it's a lot of these apps. These apps are creating a platform for people, who necessarily wouldn't have had a voice. And Clubhouse, to me, we call that gangbang house. We don't even call it Clubhouse. That's the gangbang house. Yeah, I remember when Roddy Ricch went up there. There was somebody, talking mess about Roddy Ricch, and then Wack caught Roddy Ricch, and he came on the phone, and Roddy Ricch, he checked the dude. I think Yael or something. He checked him. He was like, dude, you're damn near 40 years old. I don't even know how to use this app. I don't be on Clubhouse, but you on here gossiping about me and tell me what I owe the gang and what it was a mess. And what I got from that is that I just hope that Roddy Ricch is careful and he understands that he needs to stay out the hood. And he doesn't need to go back because the wolves are definitely feeling away, so the whole situation was nuts. It definitely was. So thank you, love. Let's see here. Monique Lowell sent $299. Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you for the support. Love you. Marilyn sent $17.99, says, love you, T. Love you too. Thanks for coming through. Let's see here. Oh, Jonathan Delgado sent $100. Thank you so much, Jonathan. He says, I love Real Housewives of Atlanta, but let's be real. This is about money. She needs to stop. If she was truly unhappy, don't accept the racist checks. I love Nene, but I got to keep it real. If you're unhappy, don't accept the money. She's burning corporate bridges. Exactly. I definitely agree with you with that. I think it's way bigger. Why would you wait 12 years to file this so-called racist lawsuit? It's because she doesn't have, I know she has her lounge, but she's not on television. I think that bothers her, that she's not on television and everybody else is right now from the Real Housewives franchise. They're even bringing back Sheree. So Sheree's coming back. Marlo finally got a peach. And I think that's bothering Nene. So I don't know, but thank you so much. So let's see here. Lemonade B says the hood has a lot of good people, but also hood boogers. Yes, definitely. There's all types of different people in the hood. Everybody in the hood is not bad. Everybody in the hood is not a gangbanger. Some people working hard to get up out the hood. And some people are okay being in the hood and just being good, decent people. You got to have a little bit of everything in the neighborhood. So, yes. Let's see here. Fifi said $19.99 says, I'm a little late, but the envy thing, a lot of women need to learn to please themselves before having sex. Otherwise, they have no clue what it feels like until after they experiment. That's a fact as well. It's been shamed. Yeah, do whatever you got to do. But thank you so much for the super chat, love. Thanks for coming through. Godly Woman says, hey, TNT Sipper, sending love, watching and listening while at work. Love y'all. Love you too. 2B says, yes, Taylor won that case. I was in Colorado during that trial. Also, Taylor took that to court. The person who was filling her up. That's very interesting. Serena says, I'm so sorry that happened to you, T. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I've never shared that with anybody besides my homeboy, but like I said, I wasn't even sure how to process it because it was just why would you do that? It's just weird. Kayla Babs Says, I cannot think about Wesley Snipes after learning about Wesley Pipes. Once again, them porn names, honey. Chanel says, I know Trey Songz lawyers are exhausted. They must be. They definitely must be exhausted. It's one thing after another with them. So let me go ahead. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. Let me go ahead and finish talking about the rest of these topics here. Okay, so we got to talk, oh gosh, about Mike Tyson real quick here. So if you guys do not know, Mike Tyson was on the Joe Rogan podcast. So two interesting things have happened to Mike Tyson in less than a few days. So, hold on. About, I want to say 3 days ago, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. Why does this keep unmuting itself? Shut up, Trey Songz. Okay, so he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And on the podcast, he was talking about, they were smoking, weed and stuff. And he was talking about how rich people, they hunt homeless people. And so the media was like, oh, Mike Tyson was high. Joe Rogan hasn't smoking weed. They're trying to talk about rich people hunting the homeless. This is BS. Okay, so let me share this. I want y'all to listen to this real quick. Give me just a second to pull this up. Y'all know, honey, I don't believe in coincidences.
Think whatever you think a human did to another human being, it happened. Yes. I mean, anything, I don't know, fucked him, ate or whatever, it happened.
Somewhere in history, it definitely happened.
Yeah.
It probably happened somewhere this year.
Yes. And sometimes in these special camps and stuff, it happens. These people own these thousands of acres and nothing grows on them. And just,
Right.
They just keep it.
Weird ranches where people meet and do
Might
rituals.
want to hunt a motherfucker, let him go.
That's not outside the
I
realm of
know,
possibility.
I know, that's why I'm throwing it at you.
I guarantee you there's been someone somewhere in the world who paid someone to hunt a person. I guarantee you that's
Listen,
happened.
no, this is what happened. They take these homeless people off the streets, put them in there, take them to one of these special hospitals. They take them from that hospital, may have them drugged up, take them on these large estates of property. That's hunt. Run.
Christ.
Nigga, run. No, really, I really believe that.
I think, well, that book, The Most Dangerous Game, didn't that come out in like the 30s? It's an old book about that very thing. Rich people hunting poor people.
The only reason we hunt the fox, why is the only reason we hunt fox?
I think it's their fur.
The fox is the only one that backtracks.
Oh, because it's sneaky.
He's the only one that backtracks. Like if he chases, he'll go forward and then come backwards and go this way
to trick you.
Yeah, that's why that's the only really challenging. That's the only challenging chase. Everything else is too easy, too simple-minded. The fox is the only one that's challenging.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
that makes sense. I never thought about it that way.
And so now they say, well, the fox is the most reasonable animal. Let's try a human animal, see how reasonable he is.
Guaranteed. Yeah. Guaranteed someone's done that.
That's why
think of all
they want to challenge reasonability.
Yes.
Let's see how he thinks. How does he think? How is he superior than us? Why are we superior? They're not going to do anything they think that's inferior than no.
Yeah.
They're gonna study what they're gonna attack, what they're gonna make their victim.
Okay. So y'all just saw that. Now it's very easy to dismiss that as the rantings of a lunatic, of two guys high on weed, but I believe that. Now, if you guys don't know, back in the 90s, there was a movie with Ice-T, and I believe that they put a lot of truth into movies. But I can't show y'all the trailer, but I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like. This is the movie. Y'all go and watch this trailer after I do this stream. The movie, let me show y'all. It's called Surviving the Game with Ice-T. And basically, Ice-T is a homeless man. He tries to kill himself and he doesn't succeed. And so Charles Dutton comes up to him. Y'all remember The Rock, the show The Rock? And he's like, hey, man, don't kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking in his head, let us do it. So they end up, saying, well, we'll pay you. Come out to the cabin, this and that. So Ice-T gets a bunch of homeless people at this cabin, and then they let them go. And they're basically chasing them through the woods. Also, if you remember in Game of Thrones, remember when Ramsay, the psychopathic prince, when the girlfriend was jealous, remember they let the hounds out on the other girl and they had the hounds chasing her. And the thing is, they've done all types of barbaric things to human beings all throughout. You know, even in Florida, if you guys don't know, they used to throw black babies to alligators, you know, in the Everglades. They used to use black babies as bait. That's real. So I have no doubt that this is probably still going on. Yes, it's like a modern day version of the Squid Games. And for Mike Tyson to speak on that, I find this very interesting that this happened to him today. Y'all watch this video. Now he's all over the news. See, the other day he was on the news for being crazy and talking about homeless people being hunted. And then all of a sudden, some strange man starts accosting him and messing with him on the plane. I feel like they did this for a reason. Watch this. So he thought it was sweet. We know exactly what happened. He was messing with that man. So I don't know if y'all are putting two and two together. You know, let your tin hat tingle real quick. So 3 days ago, Mike Tyson is on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about the elites hunting homeless people, right? And he's dead serious about it. You know, Mike Tyson has probably been in a lot of inner circles that we would never, you know, be involved in. And for him to start just talking about this is very interesting. Then, not even 2 days later, some just random white man just decides to just start, you know, harassing and accosting Mike Tyson. First of all, this is Iron Mike, okay? I don't care if he's 100 years old. Them damn fists ain't 100 years old. Them damn fists still work. I'm not harassing Mike Tyson, period. Especially not on the damn plane. So he's messing with him and messing with him and messing with him until Mike Tyson turns around and basically, you know what I'm saying, beats him up, punches him, and gives him, you know what I'm saying, that two-piece combo and a sad face. You know, then the white boy's in there like, I don't even know what I did wrong. I feel like that was a setup. So now the news media, everybody's talking about this situation with Mike Tyson attacking that man on the plane, as opposed to Mike Tyson talking about the elites, okay, basically hunting homeless people. I feel like they knew what they was doing with that. I think they sent that dude to accost Mike Tyson and to mess with him. But that's just my conspiracy theory, child. That's how I feel about the situation. So let me go ahead. I got one more story here I want to hit on, and then I have to be out of here by 5:30. So, child, Benzino is once again ranting. So he's trying to basically defend himself from these accusations from Shauna. If we all remember, Shauna came out and basically stated that she was in a relationship with Benzino and she's tired of covering for him. So this is what Benzino said. Benzino says basically he's willing to take a charge because he's so tired of this situation. So let me share my screen. So Benzino says this person has crossed a dangerous line, and I've already accepted that at 56 years old, I will die now or go to jail for the rest of my life over my name, reputation, and legacy. This weirdo mother effer is playing with y'all, not me. He/she still hasn't said that we've never met in person. So then he went on to post this. And he's basically DMing Shauna. So he's saying, I don't know what your motivation or why you're doing this, but I'll go to jail for the rest of my life over this. I don't give a F about the LGBT, police, or anybody else. I never even met you in person, but I tell you what, you keep playing with me and I'm going to go to jail for the rest of my life. Now you have been warned. You don't know me, but soon I will show you who I really am. So Shauna replies back, this is in the DMs, and Shauna says, I've never said anything about you, Zeno. What are you referring to? Really, Shauna? Okay. Then Zeno says, look, F all that. Till this day, we haven't even met in person. You're trying to make it seem like we were in some type of relationship. You keep playing word semantics. Enough is enough. I'm telling you, threatening you and everything else. You keep lying on me and I'm going to hunt you down. and I'm going to jail, period. No more texting, no more nothing. The internet is going to make you lose your effing life. And 50 Cent is a effing coward. He ain't going nowhere without police. He ain't going to save you. Go holler at him or Young Buck. Them niggas are into you. I've never, ever, ever been with a man, and I never will. So this is my last time texting. Like I said, I'm 56 years old, and I've accepted that I will die now or go to jail for the rest of my life over my reputation and legacy. Whoo, child. Then he takes to Twitter and he says this. If you had any sense at all, you would notice every time this transformer says anything, it's always people or men or they. It's never Benzino, him or he. Like I said, I'm not playing with anyone. You come into my physical space with this, your family's burying you. Then he says, if you say something going against the LGBTQ community, they rally to raise hell. But when these transformers lie and try to trick straight men, nobody from the LGBT community says anything. So when they get found behind a dumpster with two in the face, you shouldn't say anything. Then he says, keep the same energy when you see me in person. And I hope you willing to die for yours. I'm ready to die for mine. Signed, Raymond E. Scott, a.k.a. Benzino, a.k.a. Ray Dog, a.k.a. Zester. Huh. Then he says, I'm willing to sacrifice the rest of my moments left. I have and make a call home or even die in my honor. I hope you feel the same way. Oh, yeah, God will understand because he ain't with the transformer shit anyways. So I'll still get to see my mother. You can abandon your own body, but you can never let go of your honor. Somebody go check on Benzino. He sounds very, very suicidal or something. I don't, child. That was a harsh tweet and DM. He sounds like he's getting pushed over the edge. Now, what's very interesting is that as he's DMing her, if these are real DMs, she's saying, what are you talking about? I didn't say anything. But Shauna, you did say something. Let me go back a few days. Let me go on my thing. See, these are the games that people play that get folks hurt. And that's what I was saying in my thing. If these women are supposedly real women, right? Then why does it matter if a person is with a trans woman since y'all claim that y'all are real women? Remember, I said that in my in my video. So let me show y'all. Is this it? Hold on. There's been a few stories where we covered this. Because she definitely said something. Here it is. Let me share my screen real quick. So remember, we posted this on April 13th. She had posted these videos. She says, my intent is never to out anyone, but my truth is always tea. While it's painful to reveal publicly, I'm tired of men loving girls like us only behind closed doors and treating us as if we're disposable when it's no longer convenient. They want you to be their toy on their time. This was her real tweet. Then she says, I'm tired of putting my neck on the line for a nigga that doesn't even have one or that can even measure up to. Now, we all know Benzino has neck issues. Like, I don't know if his neck is short or it's not there. I don't know, child. Y'all been clowning this man's neck since Love and Hip Hop, right? So, this doesn't make any sense because if he's in the DM checking her and she's saying, what are you talking about? He's clearly talking about these messages that you posted publicly. So this whole situation is a mess, but Benzino, for you to be willing to lose your life behind your reputation and behind this rumor is silly. For you to be willing to go to jail when you got kids is silly. For you to be willing to take somebody else's life behind this is silly. It's not that serious. If you would stop addressing it and stop going on this hobo transsexual tour, because he was talking to Rock's Topic, he's talking about 50 Cent. He's been, going on this hobo tour. Stop talking about it. Had you stopped talking about it, today is the 21st. It probably would have died down by now. Because that's how the news cycle works. We crack jokes, we laugh, we make videos, we move on. But now you're digging this back up. So now people are going to clown you again. So if you would stop talking about it and let it go, eventually the people will let it go. You know, but I think willing to lose your life behind Shauna is silly. So you hurt her and you get locked up. And then what? It's silly. It's not that serious. Yeah, talking to Vlad, that's what I'm saying. He won't shut up. So he's just as much liking this attention, even though he's claiming he doesn't like it, but he low-key is. I've never seen his name trend this much, ever. He was on Clubhouse going back and forth, talking about it with WAC 100 and what's his name, Ion. So it's like you keep speaking on it, you're giving more and more life to this. Because for people who know something's not true, they're just like, okay, well, y'all think what y'all want to think. Bitch, I know who I am. And the people who rock with me know me and know how I get down. Not going to keep explaining myself to the internet. Because in the grand scheme of things, these folks, they don't care. They just want to joke and make memes and gifs. That's about it. So the whole situation is interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how all of this plays out. I've been on here for an hour and 36 minutes. Let me read a few more super chats and then I have to go. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you guys enjoyed this stream, if you guys learned, a few things about the big O, hit that like button. Let's see here. Risk Online says, hey T, been a long time tea sipper, first time sending a super chat. Can you also say hi to my husband Paul, who's not a sipper but had no choice but to fall in line? Now he loves you. Thank you so much. Thank you and your husband Paul for coming through and supporting the stream. I appreciate y'all. Let's see here. Rez X Red says, hey T, is it possible that I can get back in the Discord? I never missed a payment until now because I lost my card. Y'all need to email the Discord email. I've posted that email time and time again. Please email them. They're the ones who can get you back in. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see here. Scorpio Vibes says, best stream ever. Love your hair as always. Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate you. My Journey says, working while listening to you. Love you, T. Love you too. Thank you. Chaos says, Hassan said he left his house because somebody showed up and threatened his family. Oh my God. It's getting real. And that's what I'm scared of. Like, I don't want all this stuff to start affecting people and going into the streets and people getting hurt. That's the scary part, because all this stuff starts on social media and then it ends up, going out into the real world. I don't want to see him hurt. I don't want to see WAC hurt. It seems like a big misunderstanding and craziness. I don't know. Hopefully they'll be able to figure it out. But that's scary that people are showing up to his house now. That's very scary. Let's see here. King of Makeup says, never trust anyone that old who hangs around 20 to 30-year-olds. WAC has predator demeanors about him. Ooh. Thank you for the super chat. Now, I don't know about that, but he does have a lot of yes men around him. Like, I mean, I want somebody to love me the way them men love WAC on Clubhouse. WAC can't say nothing wrong. They co-sign everything he says. They will cuss you out. They will threaten you behind WAC. They go hard for WAC on Clubhouse, child. So I want a man to love me like that. Let's see here. Excuse me. Miss A Hunt sent 5 says, speaking of street people, what do you think of Benzino threatening Shauna? Okay, we just addressed that. Thank you so much for the super chat, love. K Bob sent 20 says, love you T, love you too. Thank you for coming through. Terry Berry says, this reminds me of the one Dr. Phil episode where a survivor of human trafficking says she was forced to play hunting games by rich celebrities. Wow. I didn't see that episode. I'm gonna have to go look for that. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's scary. Let's see here. Nick says, I thought you were done reading. You go. And then he says, laugh my ass off. That's a lot to read. Thank you so much, Nick. And Paula Lester sent $10 says, hey, love. Hey, Paula. All right, you guys, I have to get ready to run up out of here. I got to get to downtown Minneapolis. I'm going to be hosting an event next week, so I have to go do a walkthrough. So thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody who sent the super chat. Sorry if I wasn't able to read everybody's super chat. Just thank y'all for just always showing love and coming through. It's very much appreciated. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.